Both teams scored on their first possession. The Cowboys 79-yard drive, 14 plays. Newsome on a 3-yard run. And then Pittsburgh came right back on a 52-yard drive of their own 9 plays. Earnest Jackson on a quick trap up the middle, scored from 15 yards out. Then the only turnover, Herschel Walker fumbled, and it caused a field goal by the Pittsburgh Steelers.
You know, I'm really surprised. I mentioned this earlier. I'm very surprised with all the young people in the game that they're playing so well from an artistic standpoint this early in the football game. It's been terrific.
A couple of the penalties we had, Hank, were from the veterans.
You're right. So it's hard to control. It's hard to understand what's going to happen in a game like this one, but so far it's being very well played.
12 minutes, 30 seconds remaining in the half. Tim Brandon, Hank Stram from Three River Stadium. First down, Dallas. Pelluer going deep. Irvin on the line, and it is complete. Into Steeler territory at the 44-yard line. Delton Hall was the defensive back in the area.
Here we see an end zone replay. Pelluer back in the pocket. No rush. He's got plenty of time. He looks to the left. There he throws the ball outside. He was in. He had the composure to have both feet in bounds. He had to have possession and both feet in bounds, and he did. Great catch. Good execution on the play.
Pittsburgh 4 down lineman now. First down. Dallas at the 43. Play action. Pelluer with pressure inside throws. It's complete. Ball is loose. Kelvin Edwards made the catch, fumbled it, and got it back. Another first down, Dallas. Here's the first Dallas touchdown, Hank.
Here's Newsome on the first touchdown going into the end zone. That's the one we didn't know whether he made it or not, but he did.
Pittsburgh showed us something, came right back.
And here's the Pittsburgh touchdown with Ernie Jackson right up the middle. And the left guard doing a terrific job of blocking from the inside on downs and provided room for the touchdown.
First down, Dallas, ball on the 32. Pelluer, 9 of 13. Hands in this time to Newsome.
And again, Pittsburgh playing a 4-3 instead of their usual 3-4. And they don't seem to play that nearly as well, Tim, as they do their 3-4.
Tackle was made by Thomas Everett. Timmy Newsome had a 4.8-yard average. Hurt his knee against Houston last week. But he only averages about 3 carries a game. He's exceeded that here this afternoon. It'll be 2nd and 5, Dallas. Long count. Herschel Walker gets a block from Newsome. There's a flag down.
Newsome that time had a pretty good inside position on the linebacker, and I don't really know why Herschel Walker didn't cut underneath that block and go inside. He evidently got a whiff of somebody coming from the inside and didn't take advantage of it.
And a penalty will be against the Cowboys, so they'll move it back.
Illegal shift. 2 men moving and not resetting for 1 second before the snap. 5-yard penalty. Repeat, 2nd down.
Well, that'd have been good in Canada.
Timmy Newsome was the guilty party, and Tom Landry doesn't like that.
2nd down.
It'll be 2nd and 10 now for Dallas. Every time you see number 88 make a catch in this stadium, you think of Lynn Swan. Lynn just walked into the booth with us. Again, there's pressure. Bounces this one right side. Incomplete. He was intended for Doug Cosby. Right now, let's go to New York. Here's Brent Musburger.
Well, Tim, the story on the New Orleans-San Francisco game is going back to Tim.
All right, Brent, who dat?
Who dat? They'll be doing the who dats today. We got a big party, a who dat party tonight after the game.
They're enjoying themselves down there where you live.
They're having a lot of fun. Long overdue.
3rd down and 10, Dallas. Steelers go with their prevent defense. Pelluer again with pressure across the middle, intercepted. Thomas Everett. Rod Woodson came with the blitz, and Everett made the interception.
Watch this now, coming across lower left part of your screen, coming across the middle, and watch him, Everett, 27, coming right in front of the ball that was thrown, makes the interception, and it looked like, I got the impression that Pelluer was watching him all the way, and that's why he attracted the attention of Everett. Here he is coming over, and watch Everett come right in the path of the ball, make the interception, and Pittsburgh has possession, 1st and 10.
Play action. Brister looks deep now, throws over the linebackers, complete, 1st down. Merrill Hodge. They say he was out. Well, they'll discuss it. Out of bounds, incomplete. Let's take a look at that, Hank.
We get an end zone shot of this. Let's see what happens ourselves on the play. Over the top. There he is.
Boy, I don't know.
Oh, that's close, isn't it?
That's
you can't
real
tell
close.
whether that left foot is touching the line or not from this angle, but that is close.
His right foot is definitely in. Let's see if that left one go back. You have to go
I
back
think the
farther.
key is the left foot.
That's right.
We get another angle of it. That's,
Well, I tell you, I think he's in, and the play is being reviewed.
yeah, the toe might just barely be touching the line, Timmy, but it's hard to tell from this angle. The right foot was definitely in, and he had to have possession and both feet in bounds. But the question is whether the left foot was touching the line, had any piece of the line, or whether it didn't.
The play stands as ruled.
Play stands as ruled, so it is incomplete. It'll bring up 2nd and 10 from the 25.
So it had to be that left foot just getting a piece of the line.
Merrill Hodge comes into the ball game along with Warren Williams for the Steelers. Across the 30 to the 35-yard line, up to the 40-yard line. Second-year player out of Idaho State.
And they had to take that out of the playbook of the Houston Oilers because Houston used it very efficiently and effectively last week against the Cowboys. A sprint draw. They look like they're going to roll left, hand the ball to Hodge, and there's a big seam right up the middle, and he took advantage of it with great running.
15-yard pickup, puts the ball on the 40. 1st down, Pittsburgh. Brister looks deep across the middle. It's complete to Weegie Thompson. To the 32-yard line.
Watch here now is pressure from ground level from the outside, but Newsom, number 73, gave him a shot, but he got the ball inside, and it looked like Jackson was back there along with Downs, but in spite of that, Weegie Thompson still made the play.
Downs thought he had the interception. He was setting up for the catch. Thompson cut right in front of him, Hank.
He sure did. It was a great play on his part.
1st down, Steelers at the 32. Hodge. Hodge bangs his way down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That's where Jim Jeffcoat makes contact.
That trap again with Long, Terry Long, the right guard, pulling on the play. Pittsburgh has a trap personality, meaning that they provide a defensive player with an opportunity to come across like he's not going to be blocked, and then they get him from the side. They like to do that. They've got the kind of linemen who are very quick and very agile, great dexterity, have a good blow, good leverage, and they do a terrific job with trap blocking.
Score here could be devastating to Dallas. Keep in mind they were crushed by Houston 54-10 last week. Worst preseason loss ever. 2nd and 7. Brister has the ball batted by Too-Tall, incomplete.
Talking to Too-Tall yesterday, he said he enjoys playing and will continue to play. Look at it come across and gets a piece of the ball. Watch him come up there. Got a piece of the ball, and it goes into the turf incomplete. But he's playing extremely well, and the great thing about it is he said he's enjoying playing as much as he did when he was a rookie, and that's quite an endorsement, isn't it?
Oh, you're not kidding. Steelers are 2 for 4 on 3rd down conversions. This is 3rd and 7, incomplete. He was intended for Charles Lockett.
That was a delay pattern. They call that a smash pattern. The outside receivers go up the inside receivers, I should say, go up the field. The outside receivers come underneath. And what happened, Lockett did not put his head or turn his head around there fast enough, never saw the ball, and it goes incomplete.
So that'll bring on number 1, Gary Anderson. He was 5 for 6 in field goals in the preseason, 29 points. Last year, 22 of 27. This one from 46 yards out. It's long enough, but it's off to the left. No good. And so the Steelers had a good drive going, but couldn't capitalize. It remains 10-7 Pittsburgh.
Mark and Brian rocking LA. It's another hot one out there. 98 sweltering degrees and no relief in sight. It's hot.
Right now, the only thing that would taste better than a nice cold one is a cold filtered one.
Man, I could sure go for one of these.
Because if you want a beer whose rich, smooth draft taste hasn't been changed by heat pasteurization, we've got it down cold. Cold filtered Miller Genuine Draft. It's as real as beer gets.
We have a slightly revised forecast. It's cold. Go.
You gotta be tough to keep 45 bears in line. But even us tough guys like a little extra comfort underneath. And that's why I switched from ordinary underwear to Hanes. I like the soft touch of Hanes pure cotton t-shirts and the smooth fit of Hanes comfort weave waistband. Now I'm as nice to be around as a teddy bear. Right, guys?
I said, right, guys?
Right, Coach.
It's not just underwear. It's Hanes.
Gee, Ollie, this windshield's so messy, I can't see. We need new wiper blades.
I know that.
Make sure your windshield wipers work when you need them. Get a new set of Anco blades at least once a year and see what you've been missing.
Ollie, without new Anco wipers, we could have been hit by that piano. Piano? Oh!
3 for 10 today, 43 yards. We asked him how he got his nickname Bubby.
My sisters nicknamed me Bubby when I was a kid. I have 5 older sisters, and I've been tabbed with that since I can ever remember. But it made me grow up to be tough. I was either going to be sort of or play football. So here I am playing football, and doesn't matter what your name is. It's what you do on the field.
And he's doing a good job. First down, Dallas. Pelluer with backside pressure now has to scramble. Almost has it intercepted by Delton Hall.
He was trying to hit Edwards, 81 coming across. And it looked like 92, Keith Gary got a piece of it. Well, he's had a fractured wrist, and I don't know. You don't catch the ball with your wrist. You catch it with your hands, so he shouldn't really been a problem.
When we were talking to Steve Pelluer last night, I asked him if he had problems with his confidence. And he says, well, I like to start good. He says, it's tough losing in Dallas.
I guarantee you, it's tough losing anytime.
This is Herschel Walker on 2nd and 10. Gets the corner. Thomas Everett takes him down after a gain of about 3. Well, the question now is, can the Giants' once mighty defense stop the offensive force of Joe Montana and the 49ers? We'll find out next week. The Giants and the 49ers on CBS. Next Sunday's schedule kicks off at 12:30 Eastern Time with the NFL Today, and then it's the Giants in San Francisco. Also, you can see Chicago at Indianapolis and New Orleans at Atlanta. That's all next Sunday on CBS Sports. Once again, Pittsburgh goes to its prevent defense on 3rd and 6 for Pelluer.
Let's see what they do now with Herschel Walker if they try to...
Out of the shotgun. Close to a first down. And I think he got it on the second effort. Delvin Martin with the catch.
Tackle by Zendejas and Woodson.
Martin is in the slot here, watching number 83. He gets a little shove there from Woodson. He slips a little bit, trying to get himself squared away, but he's got enough composure to come back for the ball and makes a terrific catch under those circumstances. Really good play.
Threw it right into coverage. Woodson and Sanchez had good coverage there. Pelluer needed that when he had missed his last 3. First down on the 41. Going up top deep this time to Edwards. Incomplete. Delton Hall on the coverage.
That ball should have been caught. Should have been caught, Timmy.
Covered by Hall.
Looked like he had it, and in the process of trying to get it down, it popped out of there. But he had Hall licked on the play. Let's take a look at it.
That would have been a tough catch.
It would have been. It looks a little tougher now that I see it on a replay. It didn't look that tough when I saw it initially.
Edwards is one of those guys where the coaches actually have to say slow down. He does everything too fast. They tell him just to be under control. It'll be 2nd down and 10 from the 41 for Dallas. Too much time?
Yeah, it looks like too much.
Delay of game, offense, still 2nd down.
Through the years, Dallas has had an awful lot of trouble with delay of play game penalties.
Why is that, Hank?
Well, I think there must be some kind of a misunderstanding on the sideline, sending the plays in, trying to get it all squared away. They don't anticipate it well enough, or they don't, whatever happens, but they've always had a lot of trouble with penalties, delay of game penalties during the course of their career.
That's their 3rd penalty in this game for 20 yards. So it'll be 2nd and 15 from the 36. Give inside to Walker. Herschel gets out to the 40-yard line before he's taken down by a whole host of Steelers. Tim Brandt, Hank Stram with you from Three Rivers Stadium. Pittsburgh Steelers going after their 100th regular season win here at Three Rivers. Tough assignment against the Dallas Cowboys. Dallas has the best opening day record in the NFL. It's 10-7 Steelers with 6:15 remaining in the half. Newsome scored first for Dallas. Jackson came back for Pittsburgh. Anderson field goal. It's 10-7. 3rd down and 10 for Pelluer. Again, there's backside pressure from Aaron Jones.
Aaron Jones, I tell you, can run. He's a long-legged guy. He's 6'5", 258. Watch the ground level shot of Jones coming in right now in the middle of the picture. 97. He's in hot pursuit. Here he comes. He's still pursuing, and Pelluer felt that pressure, I guarantee you, and luckily got rid of the ball in time before he would have got called for intentional grounding, perhaps, or throwing an interception.
Aaron Jones, first-round pick of the Steelers this year, said when the scouts came by, didn't feel like jumping for him when they tested him. He only jumped 38 inches vertically. Saxon punts it down deep to Sanchez, who will take it at the 10. Dives across the 15 to the 16-yard line, and that's where the Steelers will have it.
But he jumped high and far when they talked about how much money he was going to make.
Hendricks made the tackle.
Daybreak at your morning plays all over the land. A fresh hot way to start your day. Get your boogieing along and on your way. A good time, a great taste. Breakfast at my morning place. A good time, great taste of McDonald's. Good time, great taste. Breakfast at our morning place. A good time, great taste. Yeah, of McDonald's.
Fixing this water damage will cost $1,200. Could I have prevented it?
You improved Thompson's Water Seal could with 50% more active ingredients for better waterproofing on wood, brick, and concrete. Thompson's Water Seal, a great defense against repair expense.
For every man who wears Brute deodorant, there's a woman who will always be glad that he did. Because a man who wears Brute deodorant is nice to be close to. Brute, it smells like a man.
Great.
Strange how many automobiles portrayed as state-of-the-art have become mere illusions of innovation. Enter the Acura Legend Coupe, named one of the 10 best cars in the world by both Car and Driver and Road and Track magazines. It is shattering preconceived ideas of what a performance automobile should be. The Legend Coupe, precision-crafted performance from Acura.
Splish splash, I was taking a bath. Rub-a-dub-dub, come hop in my tub.
Join KD for good, clean fun, weeknights at 11:30.
Welcome back to Three Rivers Stadium. The Pittsburgh Steelers lead Dallas 10-7 with 5:46 remaining in the first half. Tim Brandt, Hank Stram. Hank, is it what you expected so far?
It is a little bit what we thought. I thought maybe Pittsburgh would throw the ball a little bit more on 1st and 10 than they have and throw it more successfully. But other than that, I think it's a little bit like we thought.
First down Steelers, ball on the 16. This is Bubby Brister. Drops it across to Jackson at the 20. And he's taken down there by Garth Jackson and the rest of the linebacking core. Philadelphia looks strong today.
Well, they are. I think they're going to be for real. 24-0 over Tampa Bay. Of course, Tampa Bay, I do their preseason. They're a very young team. Look at New Orleans came back 17-10 now in San Francisco.
Second down and 5 for the Steelers. Warren Williams comes into the ball game for Pittsburgh. Earnest Jackson, the other setback. Williams carries the ball out to the 24-yard line. That's where they'll mark it.
I really thought Pittsburgh would go after him a little bit more straight ahead and attack that flex defense. They've been doing it some, but they're doing a lot with kind of delayed action, and that's exactly what Dallas likes. The flex defense, you know, you read, react, and then pursue. You're about a half step slow reacting on passes, and that's why I'm surprised that they haven't really thrown more on 1st and 10 against the flex.
How'd they get the name, the flex? Because the guys are a half yard off?
Yes, because 1 or 2 players are off the line of scrimmage, and for that reason, they just call it the flex defense.
Third down, call it 2. 2 tight ends, Goddard in the ball game. Brister to throw. Does. First down, Steelers. This is Hinnant, the tight end, who carries it up across the 45 to the 46-yard line.
That's his first career catch, and another play-action fake. Good execution, and Hinnant, number 91, is wide open coming across on a crossing pattern from the left end position.
Number 81. You know, he wore number 48 in the preseason.
Yeah, he had all kinds of numbers. He wore 91 the other day in practice. Now he's wearing 81.
Well, by NFL rules, he has to go to the 80s, does. Has 81. 23-yard pickup, first down, Steelers. Brister again has pressure backside. Looks for Weegee Thompson. Inside the 5. Yard pickup.
It looks like Bates, another play action fake. He rolls to the right. Looks like Bates got licked on the play number 40. Watch it. He gets behind. The ball is out in front. And Downs, number 26, finally makes the tackle from the backside and knocks him out of bounds right about the, what about the 4-yard line. The key was he was able to escape to the right, didn't have any pressure, found Weegee Thompson coming across, hit him right on the button. And it looked again, like I mentioned, Bates.
What a day for Weegee Thompson. 2 catches, 78 yards, Hank.
That's strong, isn't it?
Awfully strong. Coming up at halftime, Hank, Brent, Irv, and Dick Butkus will have all the scores and highlights, and we will have a report from the U.S. Open and hear from America's new tennis star, Andre Agassi.
I was about to say, especially for a guy named Weegee. How'd you like to be in a sports quiz and somebody tell you that there's 2 prominent guys in a professional sport, and their first names are Weegee and Bubby? And how about Cubby? We got Cubby in the game, too.
Everson Walls.
Everson Walls. You have a hard time answering that question, right, would you?
Boy, you're not kidding about that. Hinnant comes in for Pittsburgh along with Goddard, 2 tight ends. Williams and Jackson, the setbacks. Give inside to Williams. He's hit immediately.
Looks like Brooks 99 came across the line of scrimmage on that trap. Stopped it pretty well.
Chuck Noll really likes Warren Williams.
Yeah, that was about the only time he smiled yesterday when we talked to him. He don't smile very often. In fact, both of the coaches, they don't smile very often at all. But we mentioned Williams to Chuck, and he did smile a little bit.
See Ernie Stautner there. Bubby Brister. You've got to like anybody that walks into camp and says, I'm the man. Write it down. He understands the offense now, and Chuck says his competitiveness in that huddle is infectious.
And all the players say the same thing. So it's not the party line. They all feel the same way about it.
2-minute warning. We'll be back.
Michigan battles Notre Dame next Saturday night on CBS Sports.
Hello. Business has sure picked up here at Lucky's Castaway Club since he started serving our new Bartles and James Premium Tropical Cooler. Ed selected 5 natural fruit flavors to give it a lively tropical taste. Lucky's has become the in place for trendy singles. Ed heard you could get hit on down here, but we haven't seen any fights, and everyone sure seems to like our new Bartles and James Tropical Cooler. Thanks for your support.
You know, when it comes to football, you're either a fan or you're not. And if you are a fan, you're interested in what's happening with your team. That's why you're watching the Steelers and the Cowboys. But there's more to football than just the NFL. Some of the best games every year are high school football games. And if you're interested in following your favorite high school football team, we'd like you to follow our team. That's the Eyewitness Sports Team. So for all the scores and highlights of all the games in KD country, watch right here, KDKA TV 2.
If you're a business person and you're making a long-distance call, to call your customer, to call your supplier, before you hit that 11th digit, we've mapped out that entire call across the network, irrespective of where you're calling. You've got 21 different paths to get there. Okay, that's important from a reliability point of view. We've checked the quality of the circuit you're going to be on before you actually start speaking. We've done a service check. We're actually doing 75 million service checks per day, because that's how many calls we complete. I don't think most people realize that.
After a slow start, Brister was 3 for 10. He's now hit his last 3 in a row. He's 6 of 13, 121 yards. They like his mobility. And, Hank, I wouldn't be surprised to see that mobility used down here near the goal line.
Well, it's a terrific play in this situation where you roll right or left with the anticipation of either throwing the ball or running it. Puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
Second and goal, 2 tight ends. Play action. Brister. Incomplete.
Bates got a whiff of the play right off the bat, came across. And that's the one thing about moving in the pocket and a moving quarterback. If you get penetration by somebody to make him stop, which Bates did, he stopped. I think he was a little surprised to see him there. As a result, he got rid of the ball, didn't have anything on it, but threw it falling away, and the ball falls incomplete. But it's a terrific play by Bates.
Bates, that 6-year veteran, he was thinking like we were. He was looking for that mobility.
Yes, he was.
Brister wants another timeout. Might as well use him now before the half. So with timeout on the field, we'll take one as well. Our score remains the same, 10-7.
Thank you, Aaron. Okay, Josie, would you please read yours?
My summer vacation. We left for 2 weeks to go to Yellowstone. That was Saturday. Then Daddy's money got stolen and we had to come home. That was Sunday.
It could happen to you right here in the U.S., so don't carry cash. Carry American Express traveler's checks. Don't leave home without them.
Third and goal with 1:56 remaining in the half. Steelers knocking at the door again, Hank. Comes into the ball game for Pittsburgh. Warren Williams, the other setback. This is Hodge in motion. Give inside to Williams. He's not going to get there.
Boy, Lockhart, he was right there. They got a whiff of that one early. I think they anticipated it, and they stopped it cold. The trap.
Do you go for it, Coach, or do you send out Gary Anderson?
I think you got to send out Gary Anderson. You got to pump. I think you got to get points.
Steve Diassi in for Dallas.
How much do they have? A yard?
He's a big, strong linebacker, and he's outstanding on the goal line. He was in on that last tackle. Pittsburgh will go.
They'll go for it. I would think they'd have to roll one way or the other, and I would roll away from Too Tall Jones.
They need to.
Well, that's murder.
I'll tell you, it'll help Dallas.
That is murder. I think, you know, I I just think when you're down there in this kind of a game, you got to get points, especially if you're more than a yard.
Watch Diassi. I'm telling you, he is tough around the goal line.
Noonan gets good penetration. Diassi gets in there in good shape. Lockhart, 56.
Yep.
They're all reacted. He had no place to go there that time. They stuffed the play. Noonan really came off the ball in good shape. He was the key. He could give it a low shot, the submarine shot underneath.
Establish that new line of scrimmage, pile things up, let the linebackers come and fill.
That's right.
Well.
Pretty comfortable.
You're not kidding. First down, Dallas now. At the 1. Walker, right side, gets maybe 1. That's not enough for breathing room. Tackle was made by Tyrone Stowe, who just came into the ball game.
Steelers have one more timeout left, and the Cowboys have 3.
And you see the time remaining in the half. Everett Gay comes to the bottom of the screen.
I think they try to go up on top.
Again, it's Walker. Across the 5, across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Thomas Everett made the stop. Clock continues to roll at 15 seconds. Don't forget, coming up at halftime, Brent Irv and Dick Butkus. All the scores and highlights. Have a report on the U.S. Open tennis. It's all coming up in just a few seconds. So that's the end of the first half with the score. Pittsburgh 10, Dallas 7.
What gives you lots of hot water? The lowest cost way?
Nothing does it like gas.
What lets you wash for less money to save every day?
Nothing does it like gas.
What heats water so efficiently it's half the cost of electricity?
Nothing does it, no, nothing does it like gas.
And if you're beyond gas service, use propane.
For hot water, for cooking, home heating, or drying.
Choose gas, America's best energy value.
Hey, Dennis, they're gaining. Dennis, they're gonna catch us.
Seems like we just won the America's Cup. They're already trying to take it away? No problem, mate. We've got a great boat and a great crew. And we've got Pepsi on our team. Pepsi's had a few challenges, too. They've always blown the competition away. Let them have it.
G'day. Pepsi, a proud sponsor of the America's Cup defense.
On Newhart,
I got a confession to make.
Larry has a revelation.
It's clear to me my brain don't take up the full space my head has allowed.
So Dick sends him back to school with high hopes for his success.
Are you comparing Larry with Einstein? Well, I wouldn't want Larry working with subatomic particles.
Then,
my brother's coming to visit. His younger brother.
Art Carney and Barnard Hughes square off on the Kavanaugh.
A dangerous ex-con calls the shots.
Back off! We've got to talk about this right now.
But who'll pay the price? Then, a psychotic killer gives new meaning to terror.
Stay away from my family!
And the only one who dares face him, the Equalizer. And now's your chance to see for yourself what the whole country's talking about, as Vinny takes on a new challenge. Wise Guy, all Wednesday on CBS.
This is CBS.
Sorry, Alex. You know the rules, buddy. Let me have a Stroh's, Pat. About my monthly tab. Seems really high.
No, that's right.
Looks high to me.
Maybe you shouldn't let your buddy use it.
My buddy.
Brown hair, wears it long.
Is he short?
Yeah, talks funny, too.
Wolf?
Says that a lot.
Stroh's, fire brewed for smooth, consistent taste.
It's the peanuts right out of the bowl, too.
In an independent laboratory test of gasolines on BMW intake valves, high-octane Boron Super became the first in the U.S. to pass BMW's official test for lifetime intake valve cleanliness. By keeping valves and intake systems clean and free of deposits other gasolines leave behind. Boron is proud to provide this performance and power for BMW. Also, for people like Leonard and Gloria Keeler, who need all the power they can get.
There are some good reasons for the S in Chevy S10's name. S stands for style. S stands for strength. S stands for selection. And now, S stands for savings with $750 cash back and up to $1,900 in option discounts for a total savings of up to $2,650. Plus, check out the all-new 4.3-liter Vortec engine. It's the most powerful engine available in a compact truck. Chevy S10, another reason why in Pittsburgh we drive Chevy.
Where are the Savantes?
From Robinson. You're watching KDKA TV 2.
Welcome back to Pittsburgh, where the Steelers lead the Cowboys at the half, 10-7. Let's take you around the National Football League now and check some of the other scores on this first regular season day of 1988. Buffalo leads Minnesota 10-3. And Hank, I don't think that's an upset. Jim Kelly is quite a cast up there with the Bills.
But I'm surprised at that score. I think Buffalo's going to be a good team, but I'm surprised that they're leading that fine Minnesota team.
I knew you'd be surprised. Chicago and Miami are playing. Chicago with a big game there in the first half, 28-7. They take on the Colts next week, but they have a second half with the Dolphins.
I thought that was going to be a lot better game. I really thought Miami had a chance to beat them the way they've been playing, but Chicago must be doing a great job.
How about Cincinnati-Phoenix? Look at this, tied at 7.
That's a little surprise, but I think Phoenix is a team that could be a lot better than everybody thinks. And everybody keeps thinking Cincinnati's going to come out of the fog, but they haven't, and they continue to play kind of unusual football.
A lot of the preseason prognosticators thought Philadelphia would be the team in the NFC East, and so far they look like they may be.
You have to consider who they're playing, too. I don't mean that in a disparaging way, but the Tampa team is a very young football team, and they have a long way to go. They're making progress, but this score really doesn't surprise me much.
Detroit, Atlanta. The Lions lead that one 10-3.
Well, here again, Detroit's got a lot more weapons, I think, than people think they have, and if they get off to a good start, they could create some problems for people.
And the LA Rams lead Green Bay 21-0. That one just in the second quarter.
Well, there again, the Rams, you don't know what they're going to be like because they've changed their personality. You know, they've been a run-oriented football team. Now they took the air out of the ball, put some sand, you know, and are throwing the ball a lot more. So it's hard to tell what they're going to do, but evidently they're off to a good start.
And the game which has gotten the most attention today, of course, the Saints and the 49ers. This one's 17-10, New Orleans.
New Orleans, I think, really is a terrific football team. They're big and they're strong. And the great thing about New Orleans is that they play so well defensively, and they have the best specialty teams and the best kicker in professional football. So you win 2 out of the 3, you're going to win the war.
And here in Pittsburgh, it's the Steelers 10 and the Cowboys 7. Tim Brandt and Hank Stram with you. Tell me about the first half of this one. Were you surprised at all?
I was a little surprised only that that Pittsburgh didn't do a better job of balancing the 1st and 10 passing and taking advantage of the play action and the stuff that Brister does so well. Dallas, on the other hand, was dead even. 7. They had the ball 14 times on 1st and 10, threw 7 passes and 7 runs. But it's still a very good football game. Dallas is only a half a play out of the game with just 3 points, and so they're very much into it. And I think a lot can happen, and a lot will happen in this second half.
Let's take a look at some of the stats for you. We'll update you on what took place in the first half. Rushing yards, 77 for Dallas, 69 for the Steelers. But the passing yards heavily in favor of Bubby Brister and the Steelers. Here's the quarterback comparison. Pelluer, red hot, started the game. Now he's 10 for 19, 95 yards. He does have the 1 interception, however. Brister, slow start, 6 of 14 now, though. He's come back in the latter half.
You know, I'm surprised they haven't done a better job of trying to get the ball to Irvin.
Turnovers have been a factor in that. Dallas has 2. Pittsburgh has none. Thomas Everett with an interception. Herschel Walker fumbled the ball. Pittsburgh got that back, and they capitalized. Both teams scored on their opening possessions. Dallas took the opening kickoff, went straight down, 79 yards, 14 plays. Hackett took 6:19, and this was the touchdown. Timmy Newsome.
Beautiful drive, and here's Newsome going inside on a trap play. There you see it. You see Kerr trapping on the play. He fights his way through the traffic and gets out the other end and makes the touchdown and puts ahead Dallas after the extra points, 7-0.
The thing that was so impressive is the way the Steelers came right back in their possession.
Yes, they did.
52 yards, 9 plays. Ernest Jackson on this trap.
And the left guard, Rienstra, does a terrific job of coming through and doing a number on downs, and he provides running room for Jackson to go in for the touchdown.
Then Gary Anderson made a 32-yard field goal. That's where we are, 10-7. But perhaps the biggest play of this game We won't know until the end, of course, but certainly interesting to me is the fact that Chuck Noll went on 4th and goal down on the 2, did not make it. Dallas stuffed them.
Yeah, I was surprised at that. I was very surprised that he didn't take advantage of the opportunity to get the 3-point with a great kicker that he has. And then if he was going to go for it, I was surprised that he ran inside with the same kind of a trap play that he ran previously. And I think that I was surprised that if he was going to go for it, that he didn't roll right or left and do his play action. But here again, it's easy to do these things up in a press box when the bullets aren't flying.
2 old coaches, 2 young teams in transition. CBS Sports coverage of NFL football will continue after this message and a word from your local stations.
Into the land of heartburn comes the first liquid antacid without that liquid antacid taste. Finally, a really good tasting liquid that puts out the fire and relieves the pain of heartburn. New Tums Liquid. Strong medicine with a fresh, minty taste. Tums Liquid. It really works, and it really tastes good.
New Tegrin medicated shampoo with conditioners is tough on dandruff.
I like new Tegrin with conditioners because it leaves my hair looking great.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
New Tegrin with conditioners proves tough can be beautiful.
When he's working, when his work is done, a man wants a jean he can feel comfortable in. American Hero Jeans from Wrangler.
Genesee, brewed the same traditional way for over 100 years. It's not just a beer, it's a Jenny.
Get ready, because here it comes. It's Steeler Fever. Shop and Save's $500,000 prize giveaway. Win one of 7 1989 Steeler Edition Plymouth Voyagers, instant cash, free grocery prizes, and a whole lot more. Catch the Steeler Fever $500,000 prize giveaway at Shop and Save.
Catch Steeler Fever at Shop and Save.
Bubby Brister warming up for the second half. Young quarterback came in, got the jitters out. Very impressive. Only his 3rd start as a professional. Tim Brandt and Hank Stram with you. Three River Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The Iron City. 10-7 Steelers. Hank, I thought coming into this game that talking with you, you felt that young guys make mistakes. We were going to have that kind of ball game.
I thought they would, and that's how they fool you. You know, sometimes young guys are so young that they don't know the seriousness of the situation. They just play and let it all hang out, and that's a great thing about young people.
Chuck Noll, his 20th season, also threw a little curveball at us and went for it on 4th and goal just before the half. This was the play.
Yeah, this is, and watch the conversion here. Look at Lockhart. Noonan gets penetration across the line of scrimmage. They gang tackle in there terrifically well, and they don't even come close to making a play. And Lockett, number 56, also got involved in the play along with Noonan, number 73, who got the penetration initially down there good and low.
Eugene Lockhart. Eugene, the hitting machine. As you look at Zendejas, he'll kick the ball off for the Dallas Cowboys. Deep for Pittsburgh, Woodson and Stone. And those two can fly.
Yeah.
Rod Woodson finished second to Darrell Green as the NFL's fastest man, and Stone's not far behind him. This will be Stone at the 11th. Looks for a block. Doesn't get it. They'll mark the ball at about the 20-yard line, just inside the 20. They'll make it the 18. Bates makes the tackle.
A picture tackle, too. A terrific tackle.
Take us forward progress out to 21. What adjustments do you think will be made by Dallas, Hank?
I don't think they have to make more. I think they have to give the ball to Herschel more. He's only carried the ball 10 times in the first half. Talking to Tom Landry, he said he'd like for him to carry the ball 35 times. So he's got to really give him a lot of business in the second half to make 35.
Jackson and Stone, the setbacks for Pittsburgh as we start the second half. Brister still the quarterback. Looks to the right side, throws to Lips, incomplete. Everson Walls breaks it up. Quite a matchup, Walls against Lips.
Watch the isolation here. Watch Lips come off the ball. He's got enough cushion. Turns to the outside, but while the ball's in flight, good anticipation, great reaction by Everson Walls, number 24. He knocks the ball down.
Walls led the team in interceptions last year with 5. Said he was looking forward to this matchup with Lips. Lips just got out of the hospital, as you mentioned earlier. Got out late last night. Been in there for 2 days with the flu. Second down. This is Jackson. He's in a whole lot of trouble as Jim Jeffcoat takes him down for a loss. They said Jeffcoat was the most improved player in camp.
Watch Jeffcoat, number 77. It's a counter play. Watch, he comes off the block, comes across the line of scrimmage, and makes the tackle. That's the kind of a play you have to make if you're going to stop any kind of a play going east and west or sideways like that play was. You get penetration. There's no way in the world you're going to make that play go.
Third down and a taxi ride now for Pittsburgh. They mark it 17 yards they need for the first. Dallas puts in 7 defensive backs. Brister pumps, throws deep, has a man. Lockett with the first down into Dallas territory. Billy Bates makes the stop, but he had to chase him down to do it. Lockett with the big first down.
Somebody, watch Williams, number 23, makes an outside move. He gets a piece of him, but there he goes. He's gone. Somebody had to blow the coverage on the outside. Williams, I'm sure they were in zone coverage, and I think Bates had the deep outside. He got there late, finally made the tackle, but he should have been over there to help on the play. It looked like that should have happened.
44-yard pickup, the longest catch in Lockett's career. And on first down, they bang off the left side. Noonan makes the stop on Earnest Jackson.
You know, a lot of people have the mistaken impression that Chuck Noll likes little people, a smaller squad than everybody else in the league, but that's really not the case. He wants people who are very, very quick and extremely strong. He'd much rather have the big guys, but he said he hasn't been able to find big guys who have that quickness and also that explosive power and that strength. So he keeps going with the young guys that he has, and they've done a terrific job.
Nonetheless, it is a small trap-blocking offensive line. Brister throws incomplete. It was intended for Jackson out on the right flat, and he couldn't hold on. Eugene Lockhart knocked it loose.
Watch Brister rolling to his right now. Watch the pressure come from the outside. There you see him rolling to his right, and there you see the hit.
That's Bates right in his
again.
face.
Now, that's the second time he rolled right into Bates. Got right in his face and had to throw the ball before he wanted to. A little bit too low for Jackson, and he dropped the football.
Here's Bates, Hank, a 6-year veteran. Comes out of camp, said it was the best camp he'd ever had. Got nicked up a little bit, though. He had 3 sacks in '87, and he comes in here today playing extremely well.
He's a great competitor. They got one-on-one on this left side.
3rd and 6 for Brister. Drills it across the middle, first down to the 30-yard line. They'll mark it just outside the 30 for Lewis Lips. And again, it was Bates who took him down. Merrill Hodge, number 33, is the guy.
Yeah, and he's one-on-one on a linebacker or the defensive back in that situation. He has an option. He has an option to go either right or left on that, Tim, and he made the inside course and picked up the necessary yardage for the first down.
Merrill Hodge, 2nd-year pro out of Idaho State, making that catch. It'll be first down at the 30.
Oh, look at all the room roll.
Again, it's Hodge. Out of bounds. Second time we've seen that. First time it was close. Let's see if this one is.
Yeah, we'll see it from the end zone. An end zone shot. Watch, he makes the catch. He's up in the air. Nope, the 1 foot is out of bounds. Left foot is in, and the right foot comes right down on the jog. Good part on the part of the official. Bates is right there to make the play. Gee, he had a lot of room on the outside rolling. He got outside of the containment of Too Tall Jones.
Lips and Ouija Thompson, twin receivers, left side. Jackson and Stone on the setback, Stone in motion. 2nd and 10 for Brister on the draw. Gives it inside to Jackson. Danny Noonan, who had that hip flex and did not play last week, has been really banged up, playing well today, along with Eugene Lockhart.
Boy, he's big and strong, isn't he?
He sure is. Linebackers now go out. Jacks goes out. Lockhart goes out. 7 defensive backs in the ball game. Owens comes in. Hendricks comes in, and Wright. Randy White also in the ball game now. 9-time Pro Bowler. He's been suffering from an injured neck. Brister, 3-step drop, quick pass across the middle. He'll be close to the first down to the 20 before Walls can take him down. It's Lewis Lips.
And that's a kind of an automatic. When they see that situation, they're going to throw the ball to the outside on a quick slant on an automatic. Watch the blitz now. Look at the people coming. Maximum blitz coming up on the outside, also in the middle. But he throws the ball right where it has to be thrown, underneath Owens and Downs, number 26 and 31, involved in the play.
First down at the 20, Pittsburgh. Stone spins his way down to the 15-yard line. Dwight Stone, just a second-year player out of Middle Tennessee State. Averaged 7.9 yards a carry last year. He also has 4.25 speed.
Free agent in 1987. They really like him.
2nd and 5. Trying to utilize that speed. Stone inside the 10 to the 5-yard line.
Jackson made it all possible. 43, got a good block out in front. He went in motion to loosen up the secondary and loosen up the force. Bates, he got the block on Bates. Stone cut inside the block and went right down to the 5-yard line. Good execution on the play.
Pickup of 10. They'll move the chains. 1st and goal, Steelers.
Watch the right side of your screen. 43 in motion. Now watch him get the block from the inside out on Bates, number 40. There you see him. Just enough for him to come in the inside, make the move, and get down to the 5-yard line.
Again, it's Stone inside, down close to the goal line. Everson Walls makes the tackle. It'll bring up 2nd and goal.
Now, if you were the linebacker, this is the way this play looks. Coming right at you. There you see it. Everson Walls finally makes the tackle. Number 24.
That's how close it is. 2nd and goal. Tight ends, power inside. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Bubby Brister's had the flu this week. Scores.
Quarterback sneaky goes right over the top, just enough room to make the necessary yardage for the touchdown, and they go ahead by another 6.
The extra point by Anderson is good. 17-7 Steelers.
There's another shot from the defensive side. They got a little crack right between the right guard and the right tackle. He starts up the middle and veers over a little bit to the right into that crack, which is a good move by Brister, and he goes in for the touchdown.
Steelers look good.
Michigan battles Notre Dame next Saturday night on CBS Sports.
After flying so many aircraft, I'm not easily impressed with car performance. Then I drove the Cutlass Supreme pace car at the Indy 500. I was impressed.
In USAC test, Cutlass Supreme out-cornered the BMW 325 and brake better than the Ford Thunderbird LX. And the Cutlass Supreme costs a whole lot less.
So I got 3 of them. Hey, I got 2 kids. Boys.
And now get $1,000 direct from Oldsmobile when you buy a 1988 Cutlass Supreme by September 28th.
He's going deep into the party zone. Have a football party with plenty of Miller beers and Fritos corn chips and Lay's potato chips. Look for the Football Party Zone display. Turn your home into a football party zone.
This man once had a heart attack. Since then, his doctor prescribed exercise, the right foods, and Bayer aspirin. Studies show aspirin can help prevent a second heart attack. Ask your doctor.
I love you, Dad.
Bayer, the wonder drug that works wonders.
This is a brand new shop vac that comes with a surprise.
So where's the surprise?
In a minute. First, this baby picks up stuff like nails and glass like a regular shop vac.
So where's the surprise?
And like a regular shop vac wet dry, it also picks up water.